Well, first of all, there are hundreds of operas about a Shakespeare theme, but most of them are dramatic and very sad and horrible in the end because everybody gets killed. And Béatrice and Bénédict is different. It's a comedy. So for one part, if you want to go home after an evening feeling joyful, relaxed, and really, really remembering this evening in a positive way, you have to come to see Béatrice and Bénédict, not Othello and not Macbeth. And the other thing is, of course, the music, because Shakespeare himself was never connecting his pieces to music, but Berlioz was listening in his early 20s a lot of Shakespeare plays in Paris. And already he had some ideas of what can I do, Much Ado About Nothing, with the music. And in the end, it took 30 years that he actually started making the conception complete. And what came out is a wonderful, sparkling piece with great music, irony in the music, but also the beauty about nature, the sunsets in the Sicilian landscape, and love. So absolutely an evening you cannot miss. It's completely different. When you stand in an opera, you stand in the pit, so most of the times we're a little bit lower. And first of all, you have to be the missing link between the stage and the orchestra. So everything what you do basically needs to create a connection between the orchestra and the singers. And then there is another thing, which for me is the most important. For all composers, the emotions which is really felt on stage by all the singers is represented in the music symbolism in the pit. So what we hear in the text, the lyrics, what the singers are actually singing, is not the absolute drama they are feeling, but what we play is the absolute feeling, what they are really not saying always. Opera is always ambivalent. Opera is always that you think, you hear something, and you think, this is the person I know, but it's not true. But when you want to know what the person is feeling, you have to listen to the pit. Symphonic music has nothing to do with this. Symphonic music is mostly absolute, which means music, universal language, you feel what you hear. Opera is different. You hear something, what the singers are singing, it's different in the pit. That makes it exciting. Well, it's different if I'm listening in the opera itself or if I'm in the pit. If I'm in the pit, it's of course a very professional analysis so that I really can give the voice the maximum space to develop. So my job as being in the pit as a conductor is really to make the voice shine in the audience. When I listen to a voice, it's completely different because I can let myself go in the voice, in the soul. But personally, for me, it doesn't matter really what kind of voice, tenor, soprano, mezzo, bass, doesn't matter. What matters is if the voice can speak to the heart of the people. So for me personally, if a voice touches my heart, I love the voice, independent of what kind of range. Alors, so I was going to this amazing program, and I have to say this Les Ailes du Désir by Ottoman Luati is definitely something I have to see. I love personally opera as an art genre. I think it's amazing because music, dance, speaking, literature, architecture, everything is together. And if a young composer takes on and goes to the opera, which is so difficult, I always want to see. There is nothing like a premiere of an opera these days. So definitely, this one I have to see.